If you've noticed that your allergies are bugging you a little more than previous years, you are not alone. Florida is currently seeing tree pollen counts higher this year, and that is according to Lee Health.
And that is a battle when that hits. Fox 4 meteorologist Andrew Shipley spoke with an allergist about this spike in allergens.
Sneezing, running nose, eyes watering, all symptoms that many of us are experiencing here in Southwest Florida as seasonal allergies are in full force.
There has been an uptick in not only the volume of the patients we are seeing this season, but also the severity of symptoms that they're experiencing.
Lee Health allergist and immunologist Dr. Elvin Mendez says the majority of the current seasonal allergies are coming from trees, with the top allergens coming from oak, juniper, and bayberry. Dr. Mendez says we've seen an increase in tree pollen over the last few years.
And you look at 2021, we had basically high levels of tree pollens in the spring, which to us is anytime from January, February through April. And moderate counts stand in November because we do have 2 tree pollen season in the state of Florida. And you compare that to 2022, where we had high levels and moderate levels, very similar pattern. But now in 2023, we have high to very high levels of tree pollens between just January and April.
According to a recent study from Climate Central, North American pollen seasons are becoming longer and more intense due to warming, accounting for about half of a shift towards an earlier pollen season and about an 8% increase in the amount of spring pollen. When it comes to treating your allergies, Dr. Mendez says it's better to consult your doctor before you start taking over-the-counter medication.
Caution with over-the-counter remedies because for 2 reasons. One is that we have to be cautious about side effects and drug interactions. And then 2, we have to look and see whether you're masking something or not.
The other question Dr. Mendez gets a lot: when will we see some relief?
When someone asks me, when is this going to end? I'm going to say, when you leave the state of Florida.
He says tree pollens are typically elevated from January to April, then again in November. Grass pollens typically peak in late summer, with ragweed coming in the fall as well. As for mold, it is with us year-round, but typically peaks in the summer with the rainy season. In Cape Coral, meteorologist Andrew Shipley, Fox 4.